We're going to watch a couple minutes of this video, just a couple minutes from this video. And then we're going to watch the original video. So, you know, Brian over at Here's the Deal, he does such a nice job of putting the story into a context for you so that you understand what's going on and the perspective of what freedom fighters see, because you may have a different perspective than a freedom fighter. Remember, you were planted in a box, and what you know is what you see inside of that box as you go up. But from someone's perspective who can see freedom outside the walls of the box that you live in, you may think, oh, this is glorious freedom. I mean, go back to 1865, go back to 1870, go back to 1875, go back to 1880, 1890, 1895, 1900. A lot of the slaves who were under peonage contracts, they believed that they were free. They thought that they were free. They weren't. So this is Brian's channel over here. Here's the Dealio, this guy right here. So get over here to subscribe to his channel. We're going to watch just a couple minutes of this, and then we're going to pop into the full video.
This video comes to us from Allentown, Pennsylvania.
We're living here in Allentown.
Yep, that Allentown. This moronic byproduct of the public fool indoctrination system is going to shut down the entire DMV where people are waiting to conduct business because of,
wait for it,
a girl with a camera.
They closed everything because they think that filming is illegal. This is insane.
Ladies and
It's not
shenanigans.
shenanigans.
We have a young lady here that insists on filming in the building. Please protect all your personal.
I'm not after anyone's personal information.
I am talking. Please.
Anyone's personal information.
Watch the finger. Ma'am, the finger. I am talking. Wait.
I am talking. Please secure all your information so that it cannot be picked up on film. Gentlemen, ladies at the desks, you know what to do. Shut down, lock it up.
Now, cops will be called.
They're trying to violate my First Amendment right, and I'm not going to let you violate my Fourth.
And threats and intimidation practices will be deployed.
It's kind of a fun for the whole family tyrannical style extravaganza right here in Allentown.
So stay tuned.
Yeah.
Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop over. So this is Brian at Here's the Deal. You guys jump over here, subscribe to this channel, one of my favorite reporters on all of YouTube. And now here's the actual original video.
You cannot film in here. You just walk past two signs that say.
Yeah, there's no law or statute on there. It's a constitutionally protected activity, sir.
We have a young lady here that insists on filming in the.
I can't get back to my day because you won't.
Your business. Just go about your day. No, it isn't.
So this is what we had to deal with in 1776 when Thomas Paine would write his pamphlet called Common Sense. If you're unfamiliar with Thomas Paine's pamphlet called Common Sense, that's what we're dealing with now today. So can you guys just write that in the side chat over there? It's called Common Sense. And if you want, someone can pull up the 2-hour video called Common Sense. But this is what we're going to deal with when I get to governor because of you, and we have a peon in as the governor. We're going to have to deal with a lot of people just like this one. And this is what Thomas Paine, Thomas Paine has a few significant things he did in history. The most important thing that Thomas Paine ever did, was write a pamphlet called Common Sense in 1776, right when we were going into the Revolutionary War against England. And Thomas Paine, what he did by writing his pamphlet that you can listen to on YouTube for free, it's 2 hours to listen to the pamphlet be read out loud. He identified what is commonly called a Karen today. This woman here that you're looking at with that ridiculous demeanor, she is exactly who we're going to have to fight when it comes time to change the system. I want you guys to keep watching this because there's several. If you're an auditor or you want to audit cops, I'm going to teach you something today you did not know yesterday. I'm going to break this video down for you so well you have no idea.
I can't get back to my day because you won't leave.
First Amendment audit.
Okay.
I'll just tell you that.
Okay, what's your first name?
They're trying to violate my First Amendment right, and I'm not going to let you violate my Fourth.
Well, you're causing a disturbance in this.
I haven't caused any disturbance, sir. Yes.
If he decides to cite you with disorderly conduct, we have to identify who you are.
Right.
So
if I get charged with disorderly conduct, that's going to be illegal because I haven't been disorderly. And this is a First Amendment right and a constitutionally protected activity, sir. And both you guys swore an oath to uphold. This is Vehicle Radio, and this is the Allentown DMV. I just got arrested at the Allentown courthouse illegally. So you'll see that video tomorrow. And now I'm doing the DMV next. Am I crazy? Yes, I'm crazy.
She's not crazy. You're not
Please,
crazy.
God, don't let me get arrested again. Use of any camera, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so I want to comment here real fast. I want to talk about something important. So when you decide that you're going to be a freedom fighter, you can call yourself an auditor, an activist, a civil libertarian. You risk the chance of being arrested. You take that chance. It's not that I want to be arrested. I don't. It's that I'm not going to back down from my rights. I'm going to stand on my rights. That includes the whole way down to the jail. Now, Riot Girl, she's going to put some comments in here along the top. However, I know that those comments were added after she'd already shot the video. So I'm going to go and educate you guys on how to do your audit properly and what to say and when to say it based on what she says in the video, not her thoughts later that she puts in the post. So I want to show this to you, and I'm going to stop it a few times because if you're going to audit, there are key parts that you have to know if you're going to be an auditor.
Yeah. I don't think so.
So she's right. Those signs are invalid.
That's not a real sign, has no law or statute. Let's try this again.
That's correct.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
You cannot film in here.
Excuse me?
You cannot film in here.
This is the man that Thomas Paine warned about in 1776 in the pamphlet called Common Sense.
You just walk past two signs that say...
Yeah, there's no law or statute on there. It's a constitutionally...
You see how automatically he's like, I'm not trying to hear that. Everybody put your hand up like this. What does this mean when you say this to somebody? In the small little square you can see of me in the bottom, when I do this, what does that mean? That means anything you're saying doesn't matter. Talk to the hand because the ears are not listening. Don't talk to me.
Protected activity, sir.
Yes. No, it's not, ma'am. Who the hell are you, bro? Yes, it is.
It is.
Private building.
It is not a private building.
No, this is the DMV. Our taxes pay for the building.
DMV, first off, this is a driver's license center.
Right.
Taxes and stuff don't count. If you refuse to stop filming, we're going to shut operations down and we'll call the police.
Why?
Because we don't allow filming here because there's a lot of private documents out.
This is a public...
Personal information that's being exchanged.
I'm not getting anyone's personal information, sir.
How do you know?
Because because I know what I'm doing.
It's in the background.
I'm not getting anyone's personal information, sir.
All right,
I'm here
I'm
to...
going to ask you one more time, but please stop filming. Are you here to have anything?
This is my business, sir.
Are you here to have any business conducted?
Yes, this is my business.
She's telling you.
Last time, please leave.
What? Why?
Please leave? For what?
If you don't leave now,
this is a public building.
Thank you, dear.
Take care of this because you're really inconveniencing me as well with your shit.
Now, here comes the Karen to jump in and say, you're inconveniencing me. Honey, this woman is standing up for your rights. She's not inconveniencing anybody. We all should be willing to stop anything we're doing now when your rights are on the line.
Shenanigans.
Ladies and
It's not
gentlemen, have your
shenanigans.
attention.
So now this guy comes out and he's going to try to publicly humiliate Riot Girl, publicly humiliate and embarrass her, but it's not going to work. She's not going to back down.
We have a young lady here that insists on filming in the building. Please protect all your personal...
I'm not after anyone's personal information.
I am talking. Please secure all your information so that it cannot be picked up on film. Gentlemen, ladies at the desks, you know what to do. Shut down, lock it up. Okay. Like I said, this is a private facility. It is a government-run facility.
Correct. That makes it, it's federal, right?
And this piece of garbage working against all of us for his government paycheck.
No, it's not federal.
Okay, it's county?
If you don't know.
It's the Allentown DMV, correct?
No.
This is driver's license center. I've done the
If you
DMV.
don't know what it is.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're obviously not well informed.
No, she's exercising her civic duty. She's exercising her rights. She may not know the law inside and out perfectly, but that's why I'm doing this right now, to show you guys the parts that where we can work together to make it better.
You're not well informed because you don't know the law. My photography rights, sir. It's a First Amendment.
My press rights.
Protected activity.
Now, here comes this Karen. Here comes this Karen.
Ma'am, everybody.
This isn't your business.
Just go ahead and acquiesce to your rights being invalidated. Just leave. Give up on your rights. Just stop. Don't fight for your rights, Riot Girl.
Just go about your day. No, it isn't.
I can't get back to my.
Yeah, it is your business. It is your business.
This isn't your business. Just go about your day.
Yeah, it is your business to join her and stand up for your rights.
No, it isn't.
I can't get back to my day because you won't leave.
Okay.
Ma'am.
We are all here trying to get our stuff done.
He's stopping business, not me.
You call me. Okay.
And look at this government employee. We're going to call the cops and shut this place down because we can't take the transparency. There's cameras everywhere pointing at you, but you can't point a camera at us.
Hey, what?
I mean, let me just show you his head motions in slow motion. Let me just show you his head motion in slow motion. Watch his head right here. Little nod. Okay, fine. You're not going to do what I want? Well, then I'm going to shut this whole place down.
Hey, what?
You get like 10 minutes so I can get my ID and go on my way, please.
They're not supposed to do this, man. The police are coming. Don't worry.
What, though? I'm trying to get my ID for...
What's funny is Riot Girl says, the police are coming, don't worry. And make sure you guys get over here to Riot Girl. I subscribed to her the other day when Brian covered her video. But Riot Girl Radio, it's right here. RIOTGRRL. There it is. Drop a little comment for her.
It's called a First Amendment audit.
What are you doing?
We pay their salaries with our tax dollars, so we're allowed to come in and see what kind of job they do. I'm not trying to get people. I'm trying to get them.
All right, they stop working when you come in, though. So
it's not my fault.
Oh, the government's not going to they're not going to work if you're here, so just let them violate our rights.
But he does that, dude. That's his thing, not mine. This is a constitutionally protected activity. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not trying to get any personal information.
You're not getting no footage from nothing but them leaving.
That's what I need. People need to see this. This isn't supposed to happen.
Right.
All right. So how?
You know, Riot Girl was a little disappointed when this happened, but this was the best footage for her possible.
How long are you going to be? Like 2-3 minutes?
They're calling the cops. I'll talk to them when they get here.
So you're going to film till they get here? Film a bunch of nothing until they get here, right?
Yep. They closed everything because they think that filming is illegal.
No.
Insane.
No. They didn't close everything because they think filming's illegal. They closed everything because that's the government response to transparency. They didn't close because filming is illegal. They know it's legal, or they would have arrested you. They closed so that you couldn't film what they do.
He's calling the police.
I mean, what he could do, honestly, is, you know, work on his self, work on his own self. You know, you shouldn't look, he looks sick to me.
I can't believe this. I'm having the best day today. I really am. I am in a public building. The public is in here as well. I'm not doing anything wrong. It's not my fault that he's closing down business. That's insane. Great. They just arrested me and now We'll deal with that. This is crazy. Shut down everything? What?
That's government response. So that means, just so you guys know, that means in the legislature of your house, in your city, town, or state legislator, you have to pass laws that make it illegal for that agency to shut down before business hours are closed. That's how we counteract this idea that they can just close down because, well, there's people in here filming. So we have to pass legislation that says you cannot close down a government entity because someone's in there filming you using their right to be press. So that's what has to happen for this to stop, because this is what they'll do, and they'll continue to do this over and over and over.
They're still doing a little bit of work over there. You might get some action right there. You know what I mean?
All the workers left. All the workers left because of this camera. I can't believe this is happening again. Come on, dude. Being a dick to me ain't gonna make yours bigger. Does it look like I'm trying to get anyone's personal information? Have you guys never really dealt with a person who did this before? Sir?
I don't talk to felons.
I don't talk to... Now, she put films, but I think he said felons. I listened to this 3 times.
Or,
did he say felons?
I don't talk to felons.
What's...
I don't talk to felons.
That... Like, I've done DMVs before. I've done libraries. I've done all kinds of stuff.
That's a weird looking flag, isn't it? That's look at that flag. The stars and stripes are on the right. That's not right. What is that?
And when the
look at that. That's not our flag. That's not an American flag. I don't know what that is.
Police come, they educate everyone on the law. Yeah, see, there's no law or statute attached to that, which makes it unlawful, and law enforcement can't enforce an unlawful sign. It would have to have a law.
Stop calling them law enforcement. They're not law enforcement. They all go to peace officer standard and training. They graduate from peace officer school and they magically become a law enforcer. Stop calling them law enforcers. They are not law enforcers. And when I'm governor, it will be banned. You will go by peace officer. You will wear a peace officer's uniform, not a uniform where you're G.I. Joe loser.
Law or statute right here, because it's a public building.
It's not a public building, it's a private building.
No DMV is private. They're all public. That's why there's people in here. That's why there's a bathroom in here. It's a public.
Allow them access to it. It's no different than if I had a store.
No, this is not a private sector, sir. This is the public sector.
So let me just correct this man. He said it's no different than if I had a store. Yes, it is. A publicly funded building gives the public the right to be there. If you own a McDonald's or Walmart, that is not a public building. That is owned by shareholders. It is a private entity. That dunce cap security guard said, this is a private business.
Like, do you realize I'm all the way high?
It's no different than if I had a store.
It's no different if I had a store.
No, this is not a private sector, sir. This is the public sector. Like, do you realize I'm all the way back here? I can't zoom in to get anybody's information. If I wanted to, I couldn't. And if I wanted to, I'd wear like secret camera on my glasses or something. I'm smarter than that. I'm not here for that. I'm not disrupting business. I'm not talking loud. I'm not getting in anyone's way. I don't understand why they would close down for our camera.
They don't want to be held accountable. They don't want you to film their processes.
It makes no sense. Now all these people have to wait and they're blaming me, but I'm just standing here doing nothing. Like, anything you can see from plain view, you're allowed to record.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Since there's no more work being done or nothing, is there any way you can let me get my ID and then start filming again? Because, like, I just want to get my ID. Like, I drove mad far to get here.
Like, you see how polite she is? He's talking to her. She doesn't put him on camera until he just insists to be put on camera. Look how polite this Riot Girl woman is. I don't know her. It's the first time I've ever seen her channel.
There's no more work being done or nothing?
So he's talking to her just under the left of her shoulder, and she's still filming outside. Until he just continues to keep going, does she put him on camera? I do the same thing. I appreciate that.
Is there any way you can let me get my ID and then start filming again? Because like I just
so now she has to put them on camera so that the audience can see who she's addressing.
want to get my ID. Like I drove mad far to get here.
I know, I did too. I did too.
So like,
so there is something happening. Your rights are being trampled, brother. This is part of the reason right here. This moment right here is why I'm making this video. There's not nothing happening. You're seeing everything happen, bro. They're doing it in front of you. And all you care about is just get my iPhone, just get my smartphone, just get my ID, just get my car.
you can just come back in and get.
The cops should be here in like 1 second. They really will.
Like, aren't you worried they're going to arrest you or something?
No, because the law, like the First Amendment covers us on free press.
Right.
And we're allowed to take film anywhere where like our tax dollars pay.
But he was just saying something about like if anybody in here says they don't want to be filmed, then you would have to stop filming. If you don't,
no, there's no expectation of privacy in public.
So just so you know, this guy has an effect on her. He does affect her. I'll show you at the end of the video. He has a major effect on her and her process. Riot Girl, I don't know you, but I'm a huge fan. So consider me a fanboy of this woman, Riot Girl. This is her channel. Make sure you guys get over there and drop her a comment. Let her know that Delete Lawz sent you over. She's great.
All right, because I seen that thing up there says no, there's no filming in the place.
Yeah, they got to have a law or a statute attached to that for law enforcement to be able to enforce it. Okay. Like that sign could be, it could say whites only.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Law enforcement can't enforce it.
All right. Oh,
I'm sorry. They should be here very soon.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I've done 3 DMVs so far, and this has never happened. Way back here, I just wanted to see the people do their job. See.
So you may not have caught it, but she said, I've done 3 DMVs so far. So she pretty much has listed she's only got 6,000 subscribers. So she's a new channel. I love it. If you want to start a channel, you should do I'm going to coach you right now because she's going to say a few things here that I'm going to just make sure that you know how to reply, with perfect efficiency. However, she's not a constitutional law scholar. She didn't read Common Sense by Thomas Paine. If you've never heard of Common Sense by Thomas Paine, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't know what Common Sense, the pamphlet written by Thomas Paine, is about, then you're probably not a constitutional law scholar. You didn't sit and study how the documentation got put through. You didn't study every phase of the First Continental Congress, the second. Like you didn't do those things. And so this woman, while she may not be a constitutional law scholar, she is a freedom fighter standing up for her rights. She's listing how many places she's done. Well, I've done 3 DMVs and I did a bank or whatever else she's going to say here. But she just picked up a camera and started going.
What kind of job they do, and if they're professional, just because they're paid with our tax dollars. And Allentown police is probably like, what? We just dealt with her. Great. When I was arrested, the detective speaking to me said that the reason I couldn't film is because I might get a juror on my camera. Like, I have neither the time nor the crayons to explain this to this dude.
I have neither the time.
I feel so bad that they stopped business for all these customers. I feel so bad explaining this to this. Like, I have neither the time nor the crayons to explain this to this dude.
I have neither the time nor the crayons to explain.
I feel so bad that they stopped business for all these customers.
She actually does feel bad, and it's going to change her course of action. So big up on her.
I just wanted to do my job and get in and out. Like, the idea is that we come in, they know the law, and we leave. Like, when they call the police, that's a fail. And we're hoping for a pass. So here they are.
So, and just so you guys know, when the cops show up, okay, and don't get me wrong, listen, it's real easy. 2020 is perfect vision, hindsight. You can see everything perfectly. But if you're going to do an audit and you're going in to stand on your rights, when the cops get there, I'm doing my job as using my speech as a citizen. I'm assembling here with myself or with others. You have all those First Amendment rights. So, typically I don't want to leave the building that I went into. As a matter of fact, when the cops come up to me and they tell me, step outside, let's talk outside, I tell them no. I say the answer is that's not going to happen. So she's fairly new. She's a new channel pretty much.
There's these
She's filming.
Oh, I love these cars. I want to drive one so bad.
Just so you guys know, there's nothing glorious about that Ford Taurus or Ford whatever it is. It's just a car. I mean, it looks. I don't want to drive that. This looks like a. This is not. So when we call them peace officers, this is not a peace officer's mobile. This is a slave trader mobile. This is a kidnapper mobile. This is an executioner mobile. There's a cage in the back of this. This is not a rights protector's vehicle.
Did you want to speak to me at all? Okay.
Yeah, see, you don't got to chase down the cops, Riot Girl. They're going to come to you. So I would just abstain from it. You know, make them come to you. Make them do their job like they think they're doing before you smack them down like the little doggy they are.
Hopefully he's not like getting out the handcuffs. That would be fabulous. Oh, there's two of them. Ooh. Two of them.
You know, you got to be ready to go to jail.
Hi.
You know, you got to be ready to go to jail when you do these. Don't think that you couldn't go to jail on every single time you do this. You got to be ready for jail. Now here's Kevin over here crying.
Security.
This dunce cap who called her a felon. I mean, come on. Look how all they are. Look how all they're so upset about the girl filming. They're mad that there's going to be a video transcription of the truth.
I wish I was part of this conversation.
I mean, look at these losers. I mean, look at these losers over there milling around. There's someone with a camera here, guys. Oh my God, shut it down. What a bunch of losers. They're all perplexed. Look at him, hands in his pocket. Look at him. Look at the look on his face. Just pumped the neighbor's cat. Look at this guy. So I wouldn't have gone to him. I want to reiterate that. Look at this guy. Nerd.
Nothing. I'm an independent journalist. I'm just getting.
She's so polite. She's so sweet.
Content for a story.
Okay.
And the signs that.
Look at him walking. He looks like Homer Simpson.
I'm an independent journalist. I'm just gathering content for a story.
Okay.
And the signs that they have posted have no law or statute attached.
This guy can't walk.
To them, so they're unlawful. Law enforcement can't enforce them.
Okay.
I've been to. I do this for a living. I've been to DMVs. I was just at the courthouse. I was at the police department. This is what I do. There's no expectation of privacy in public, and I'm protected by the First Amendment because I'm free press. And because this is our building that we help, pay for their salaries with taxes and stuff, we're allowed to come in and see what kind of job they do. And that's all I'm doing. He thought I was trying to get personal information, but I'm standing all the way in the back just watching business go on. And then he made a big announcement that she's filming, everyone hide your information, and we're shutting everything down. They're not allowed to do that. They're not allowed to refuse service like that.
Yes, they are. Yes, they can.
You know what I mean?
Yes, they can.
They're protecting people's privacy.
I know, but I'm not after that.
They have signage up that says that you can't.
But the signage isn't lawful.
She's right.
It has to have a
So
law.
what is the purpose of you filming?
I'm an independent journalist. I'm gathering content for a story.
Okay.
I do government buildings.
Okay.
It's called a First Amendment story.
For the second time, I'm on an indie journalist gathering content for a story on government buildings. Okay. And by the way, her channel has been up since 2008, but it looks like she became kind of an auditor about a year ago.
I do government buildings.
Okay.
It's called a First Amendment audit.
Okay.
I'll just tell you that.
Okay. What's your first name?
They're trying to violate my First Amendment right, and I'm not going to let you violate my Fourth.
Well, you're causing a disturbance.
Okay, so this right here, this back and forth right here. So if you just came to the channel, you guys just got here, this is the entire reason I'm covering her whole video, because I don't want to leave any holes behind, but there's some things that you have to say properly here. And if you say them properly, you won't have the fear and intrepidation that Riot Girl has to go through. I'm going to let this play, but I want you to pay attention to what's said. I'm going to stop it, roll it back, and tell you what you should say, what exactly the law is, so that you don't get confused as to what's going on and what she's saying and why.
I haven't caused any, and I'm not going
to. So he says, let me get your information, which she doesn't have to give her information unless there's probable cause of a crime. Probable cause. He has to see the probable cause, not be told about the probable cause. He has to see it to arrest her, not be told that there was probable cause. He has to see the damage from the probable cause. Probable cause is when you have broken the law. Someone saying you broke the law with no proof of it is not probable cause.
to let you violate my Fourth.
Well, you're causing a disturbance.
So he's going to try to say that she's causing a disturbance.
I haven't caused any disturbance, sir. I'm standing in the back doing nothing.
Okay, so he's saying that she caused a disturbance, and so he needs her ID. Okay, what is probable cause? When you have broken the law. He did not see her break the law. There is no probable cause for you to give your identification.
He caused a disturbance. If he just would have went about his day, everything would be fine. I'd be out of here.
There's no point. No, she's telling the story here. In this particular situation, if I were you, Riot Girl, I would say, if you don't have any probable cause, if you don't have a Fourth Amendment probable cause standard, then I don't have to give you my ID. If you can articulate what your probable cause is, and then you're going to tell me you're going to arrest me, and then you're going to arrest me, you'll get my ID when that happens. Without, it's that simple. So this is the reason why I made this video specifically.
Okay, well, there's a disturbance and I'm investigating it.
Okay, so he got a call for service, which is essentially a Terry stop. He got a call. There was some sort of suspicious activity going on, and so he went out to investigate. He got there. There was no probable cause. So, yeah, you're there to investigate someone complaining, but you didn't see any probable cause. So that means I don't got to give you my ID. No matter what you say, that doesn't mean that I've committed a crime. 50 people can say that I've done something. If there's no proof of that and he can't see it, then there's no probable cause.
Would have went about his day, everything would be fine. I'd be out of here.
Okay, well, there's a disturbance and I'm investigating it.
Okay, so he's doing a Terry stop, which means I don't have to help you investigate myself.
Okay.
So I need your information.
Nope, nope, nope. That's not true. You tell him right there, that's not true. You're doing a Terry stop, which means you can detain me for a moment based on reasonable articulable suspicion. What is the criminal activity you suspect me of? That's how you answer that.
But I didn't disturb anything.
Okay, she's going into the merits of the case here. And so if you're an auditor and you're fairly new to it, you don't go into the merit of the case. Well, I didn't do anything. They're just saying I did something. No. Do you have probable cause? Do you have probable cause to arrest me? You don't? Then go pound sand. That's the conversation. Not, well, I didn't do anything. It would be no. Explain to me the probable cause standard you have to arrest me, or you don't get my ID. It's that simple.
Because disorderly conduct is against the law.
I'm not being disorderly.
Okay, again, she's arguing what he's accusing her of. You explain to him, unless you have probable cause, then we're done talking.
And I'm investigating that currently.
But that does not mean that she's committed a crime. That means he's investigating reasonable suspicion, not the probable cause standard that a crime has been committed.
Okay.
What is your first name?
I'm not going to answer. You don't have probable cause. Am I being detained or am I free to go? What's your first name? Let me say it again. You don't have any probable cause. Am I being detained or am I free to go?
Why do I have to give you my information? I don't understand.
You don't.
That's a violation of my Fourth Amendment rights, search and seizure of my ID.
That's right.
I'm investigating a crime.
I haven't committed a crime.
No. Okay, so right here, now she goes back and she says, but I haven't committed a crime. Wait a minute. Okay, cool. Articulate the crime. Because if there's a crime equals probable cause. When he says, I'm investigating a crime, great. What's the crime? Articulate it. Give me the NRS, Nevada Revised Statute. This is it, Pennsylvania. Give me the Pennsylvania Revised, the PRS. Give it to me so we can talk about the crime you say you're investigating. He's investigating reasonable suspicion. He's not investigating a crime. He's lying. He may be a dunce cap and not know it, but now you know the difference.
Sir?
Okay, and that's for me to determine.
If you're
No, but the actual crime is not for you to determine. You have to have seen the crime or see witness of damages of the crime. With a person swearing by oath or affirmation, Fourth Amendment, that you have committed probable cause against them. This cop is so dumb.
investigating, that's fine. But you don't need my name unless you're going to write out a report. But even then.
No, you don't need my name unless you're going to write out a report. You don't need my name, period. You don't get my name without probable cause.
And you could just call me good citizen.
Exactly,
I mean,
right.
you don't need to find. What will giving you my name do for you?
Can I talk? Can I speak now?
Yes.
If he decides to cite you with disorderly conduct, we have to identify who you are.
No. Sorry. No.
Right.
So
if I get charged with disorderly conduct, that's.
He can't charge her for disorderly conduct while it's on camera because there was no disorderly conduct. If he does charge her with disorderly conduct, then she should not give ID, get arrested, and then get ID'd at the jail. Because then the camera footage will come out and she can sue him.
It's going to be illegal. Because if I get charged with disorderly conduct, that's going to be illegal.
It would be actually illegal. It would be a malicious prosecution under the 2022 case of Thompson versus Clark.
Because I haven't been disorderly. And this is a First Amendment right and a constitutionally protected activity, sir.
Okay, so she's saying the right things, but put it in the proper context. Listen to what she says here.
And this is a First Amendment right and a constitutionally protected activity, sir. And both you guys swore an oath to uphold the Constitution. Right?
I love the guy over here just showing support, putting the hang loose sign up. He's like, yo, I'm supporting all the way. Love it. This is what we need more people doing. He should be filming, by the way.
They have signs up
I'm just
saying there's no filming.
There's no law attached, sir.
Did you speak to someone else who's in charge of here to ask for permission to film?
I don't have to ask permission to film in a building that I help pay for.
Okay. This is a government building.
Right, which means it's a federal and it's public. They can't ask me to leave, sir. It's a public building.
Okay, so this is what I'm talking about, and this is why I'm making this video right now. What's your probable cause standard? That's it. If you have probable cause to arrest me, then do so. Otherwise, I'm going back in. Don't sit and go back and forth with them and argue with them. Well, I didn't do disorderly. Well, I was. Well, I wasn't disturbing the peace. Well, I was, right? You explain to them, I have a right to be here. You don't have probable cause. That's the whole conversation. You start arguing, well, I wasn't being disorderly. I was being disorderly. I wasn't being disorderly. You know, I mean, I say it sometimes. I say, hey, I'm not even disturbing the peace. But what's your name and badge number? Because I'm going back on the offensive. You don't want them to control the conversation.
Stop their business because
no.
They don't know what you're doing with that film.
No, they don't know who anybody in there is, sir. There could be a murderer right there and we don't know. There could be somebody with a gun and we don't know. You're not going to let.
Yeah, because you're talking trash, bro. She should talk over you. She has every right to, and that's going to be Houston versus Hill, 1987.
Let me talk either.
You have the right to talk over him. Houston versus Hill, 1987.
So I'm not sure what to
I
do.
asked you to speak. You said yes, and then you won't let me speak.
Well, you're just talking trash and lies, Piggy.
You've spoken?
I'm not done yet.
Go ahead.
Well, you're not done with what? Talking trash?
Okay, are you finished? I don't know what that means. Are you finished?
Look how he wants her to say yes and let him be in charge. They all do this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So they post a sign saying no
Correct.
filming.
But the songs are not live.
And then she just goes right over. She goes, okay, yes. And then she just talks over him.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So they post a sign saying no
Correct.
filming.
But the songs are not live. Therefore, law enforcement can't enforce it. And I haven't been disorderly. I have it on camera, and I will show you. I stand in the back, very far away. It's an iPhone 11. I can't zoom in. I couldn't even get personal information now. I wanted to. And if I wanted to, I come in with a secret camera on my sunglasses. You know what I mean? I would come in, hey, everybody, I'm here.
But see, look where she's having the conversation. She's having the conversation outside of the building that she went to go audit. So, you know, just a 2020 vision looking back on time, you want to stay in that building. You want to stand on your rights in the building.
Me on camera, see what I'm doing. I'm getting everybody's private. Like, what? I'm not doing that. And I'm not causing a disturbance. I didn't speak to anyone. I wasn't loud. I didn't disturb business. I didn't get in the way of anyone.
Shut down their business because you were in there filming.
They chose to do that over a sign that is unlawful and cannot be enforced by law enforcement unless there is a law attached. That sign could say whites only. That sign could say whites.
And that typically 7 case of Pearson versus Ray.
That sign could say whites only, sir. Officially protected activity.
Every government building has a point.
I understand that everybody has a different policy.
Outside of film, which is perfectly fine.
This is so hot. I'm sorry. The heat's just getting on me.
You're not causing disturbance because they don't want you to film in there.
I understand, but they can't. They can't
film in our lobby. But then our front door has no filming past this point. You cannot film.
Our front door. You see how it's his front door? It's ours. You're not on the team of America. It's his. It's the coppers.
Correct. I'm not going in any my constitutional right to film in public. And every time I do this, law enforcement comes out and educates them on the law and says this is a public building. She's allowed to film. If Leonardo DiCaprio can't stop cameras, why do they think they can? Think about it. He's got $1 million lawyers. He can't stop paparazzi, right? That's what I am. No, I don't want to get arrested. If that's what you guys feel like I'm going to do, and you don't want me to go back in, I will leave under threat of arrest, sir.
She should really be inside the building.
If I get a lawful order, I will follow it. I'm not trying to break the law. I'm not trying to get arrested. I'm not trying to do anything wrong. I don't understand why everyone's freaking out. Like, just make pretend it's a friend I brought with me. This is my boyfriend. He's watching. You know what I mean? God. I don't know which one I want to drive more, that one or that one.
Neither.
Look at all this cameras and stuff. You guys are so lucky.
No, those are tools used against us. That's literally Big Brother because we don't get access to those cameras.
Do you guys have body cams or no?
No. I thought state cops would be nice and not totally ignore me. No. No, they're going to be horrible.
Oh, man.
Okay, so listen.
Please, God. Please, God, please, God, please, God, don't let this end up in another arrest. I just got arrested. Please, God, don't let it happen.
Okay, so this is part of the reason why I made this video as well. So if you're going to be a freedom fighter, right, that's just part of it. That's just part of it. Getting arrested, I've been arrested twice this past year. Getting arrested is just simply part of it. And so this is the reason why I covered her audit. She shows so many human normal characteristics of what it's like to be a person in the United States of America. She is saying, please God, please God, please God, I don't want to get arrested. And that's for a myriad of reasons. Number one, you don't want to be tortured. You don't want to be felt up. You don't want to be transferred. You don't want to get booked. You don't want to deal with all the horrible people who are part of that feeding chain where they're making money off you by putting you down the line. However, if you're going to pick up a camera and you're going to go stand on your rights, there's a chance you're going to go to jail. So I appreciate her humanity, her grace in telling the truth. Please God, please God, please God, I don't want to go back to jail again. I understand that. At the same time, it just comes with it. It just comes with the territory. And so now she's going to say a couple more things here that I'm going to comment on. And
please God, don't let it happen. Please God, don't let it happen. Oh my God, I'm freaking out. If I get arrested again, they're going to hold me overnight. They're going to be really angry at me. And
so she's literally saying they're going to retaliate against me inside of the dungeon.
These are state police.
But there's no reason to be afraid of them.
I don't know what to do.
Let's talk about what to do.
Oh my gosh.
So what you do is, number one, you stay inside of the building that you're auditing. You don't walk out to greet the cops, number one. Number two, you stand on your rights. One of two things is going to happen. Either one, you're going to have a tyrant who's going to arrest you. Or two, you're going to stand on your rights and you're going to watch them drive away. So the idea, though, that, you know, please God, don't let them arrest me. Anybody who picks up a camera and does this, just remember, you face the chance of being arrested. You face the chance of going to the dungeon.
I know all the other people who audit act out cool and whatever, but I'm scared.
Okay, do you hear it? That's real. That's real. That's how she's really feeling. Take a moment and envelop that. She's standing there. There's cops around her, and she's saying, "I'm scared." She hasn't hurt anybody. She's created no victims. Nobody's injured. There's no restitution due. There's no crime committed. There's no vandalism. There's no damaged property. There's nothing. And she's standing there afraid that this government is going to arrest her for simply filming. Just take that in.
All right. So I'm getting confirmation now, but this property is not owned by PennDOT.
Right.
Don't agree.
It's private property. It's leased.
Okay.
Don't agree.
So since it's private property and it's not owned by PennDOT,
the rules change.
Yeah.
Don't agree. Try. Oh. Is that right? You don't have to agree.
Okay. All right.
That's what you're saying. That's what you think. That's what you could be lying to me about now, but not all right.
I think we've been pretty nice to you this whole time.
You've been pretty nice. You guys are, is it S-H-I-T? You guys are T. Can someone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-letter word. You guys are A-S-S-H-O-L-E. No, you guys are T-Y-R-A-N-T-S. Tyrants. That's what she was trying to say.
Right.
Can I have your name, first and last name, please?
Why do I have to give it to you?
Because I need to document it in my report that I spoke with.
You can call me good citizen.
No.
Isn't demanding my ID?
We haven't been difficult with you. I don't know why you're being difficult.
You are the tyrant on the scene. You are the one violating my rights. You are the one threatening to take me to jail. You're the problem here, bro. You are.
Us for no reason.
I'm difficult because I don't want to hand over my ID when I didn't break a law, and you don't have RAS, you don't have reasonable, articulable suspicion that I have or I'm going to commit a crime.
Boom. And she's reciting Terry versus Ohio.
That's the only time I have to give you ID, correct?
No, that's not correct. That is not correct. That is the only time, depending on which state you're in. I believe Nevada is one of those states where you identify if they have legitimate, reasonable, articulable suspicion and a singular articulable fact of a crime. You have to identify with a name they can call you, which could be good citizen, could be American, could be your neighbor, could be whatever you want it to be. But the whole thing is incorrect. That's why I'm stopping.
When I didn't break a law and you don't have RAS, you don't have reasonable, articulable suspicion that I have or I'm going to commit a crime.
That's right.
That's the only time I have to give you ID.
No. Just because they have reasonable, articulable suspicion does not mean you have to give identification. There's a few states, and you can look it up. This is Hibble versus 6th Judicial District of Nevada. You can look that up, and there's a couple states where if they have legitimate, reasonable, articulable suspicion, if they have a legitimate, reasonable, articulable suspicion. And so in other words, there's an alarm going off, right? So then you look at that and you say, oh, you do have legitimate, reasonable, articulable suspicion, so you can call me good citizen. But that doesn't mean I have to give my identification. They have to have probable cause of a crime on the scene. They have to have probable cause that I've committed a crime.
Correct? Like you can demand it, but people can say no.
And I'm investigating a disorderly conduct right now.
But no. So now, once again, if you say, how you respond to this, I'm investigating a disorderly conduct, your response then is, okay, what's your probable cause standard? It is not what's your reasonable, articulable suspicion. The response is, oh, you're investigating a crime? Okay, oh, fine. You're telling me about a crime, an actual statute in the state of Pennsylvania. Okay, list the statute and tell me your probable cause to get my ID. That's the correct response.
Right.
So,
but I wasn't disorderly. They're saying that, but they're lying.
That's your opinion.
That's your opinion too, right?
An opinion. So the cop actually makes the point for her.
They're saying that, but they're lying.
That's your opinion.
It's your opinion that you're reasonably suspicious. For you to get my ID or arrest me, you must have probable cause. It's your opinion as well.
That's your opinion too, right?
We have two options.
Okay.
No, you don't. There's several options here.
You can give me your name and date of birth.
No.
Right.
And I can just document in my report and we go about our business.
Okay.
No, they're data collecting. It's in the Justice Department's memo on Terry versus Ohio. Suspect ID you. So he's lying. He's lying. You don't need to suspect ID her when there's no probable cause. You don't get to take someone down to ID them because you say you're suspicious that they might have committed a crime.
What does that mean?
Which means you're going to come with me back to my station.
What? So what did he say?
What does that mean?
What did he say right here?
Which means you're going to come with me back to my station.
That's not. Anybody in the comments can hear what you're saying? Anybody hear what they're saying in the comments? Did anybody hear what this melanated copper said? Anybody hear what he said? I couldn't hear it. Listen careful real quick. Just listen careful.
What does that mean?
Which means you're going to come with me back to my station.
What?
ID you. Or we go about our business.
Okay.
Or two, I'm going to have to suspect ID you.
What does that mean?
Which means you're going to come with me back to my station.
I don't know what he said. But he said something that get this guy to stop his role. Because if you wrongfully detain her, she can sue you, bro. You touch her, she can sue you. And there's people like me who would help her. So these comments are going in later, which she's been pretty consistent all the way through it. She did a great job. Look how frustrated he is that she's just not.
Here for a minute.
He doesn't even know the Constitution. He doesn't even know her rights. He's flying blind. He has no idea what he's doing. He's just doing whatever he's told. He has no clue about our Constitution, no clue about our rights. Hold on a minute. I got to get orders from someone else someone higher up who actually learned.
Okay. I don't want to get arrested. I will leave under threat of arrest.
I don't blame her.
Oh, is he leaving?
I mean, she's in the wrong place. You got to be in the building, but I get why she's doing it. I understand.
Okay.
I just have to document.
He's just trying to find a reason why you have to give him your data. Do not do it. Don't do it.
Right.
When I talk to anybody, when there's a disturbance, when there's a C officer, when I need to speak with someone, I document their name, their date of birth in our system, and then I write a brief summary of what occurred. That's it.
But do I have to?
At this point, I'm waiting for my corporal's answer to see what we're going to do.
Oh, okay. That's your corporal. What are you? Like a sergeant?
A trooper.
A trooper?
I was wondering where you're going to post this.
Where I'm going to post it?
Yeah, if I can watch it.
Are you going to tell the cops as soon as I tell you?
No,
Why not just, I mean, this is
what you're doing.
Really?
Oh yeah, I watch it all the time.
Okay. It's Riot Girl. They're all different words. Riot.
On YouTube?
YouTube, yeah. It's Riot.
Right.
And then GRRL. And then radio. That's me.
good for her.
I just got arrested. I'll post that video
really?
tomorrow.
Good
Yeah,
you,
at Allentown
Good
Courthouse.
for you, Riot Girl.
I got it on film, thank God. And it was illegal.
So, you know, just so you guys know, one of the biggest problems that we face right now is when you guys call these people law enforcers, or when you call them sergeant, lieutenant, corporal, trooper. They're none of those things. And it only takes one state governor to change it in that state, and the other states will follow suit. As long as we keep calling these guys law enforcers, as long as we keep allowing them to dress up like G.I. Joe Loser with the terminology of law enforcers, then we're killing ourselves here. Their ideology is that they're enforcing laws upon us, which is not the intention of police. It's not the intention of cops. So you have to understand, when you call them law enforcers, or you call them corporal or lieutenant or captain, you're going against us, because it has to change. This is all of these rankings started, I believe it's going to be 1931, 1932, with August Vollmer's book, A Policeman's Handbook, A Policeman's Guide. It was the name of August Vollmer's book. And August Vollmer, after I initially scanned that book, then I did a little bit of research on August Vollmer. He's the reason that there's a military police in America today. I found out later that he didn't want this at all. The system that was created, he was vehemently against later. But once the powers that be got the power and took the power for themselves and took it away from the people, they overrode August Vollmer. August Vollmer contributed to the 1929 Wickersham Commission. The Wickersham Commission, what it did primarily is it investigated the police involved in alcohol. The cops were the biggest alcohol swindlers in the world. And one of the cops on the commission was named August Vollmer. And so everything that we're seeing today, almost everything, captain, lieutenant, corporal, that comes from August Vollmer. The weapons, how they have to have better weapons than we have, that comes from August Vollmer. So there's things you have to know.
Yep, I'm suing. Yep. Thank you. Thank you so much for supporting. Yep, I'm suing.
So she said she's suing?
Thank God. And it was illegal. Yep, I'm suing.
Good job, Riot Girl. I'm a bigger and bigger fan every second I catch. I didn't hear her say earlier she's suing for being wrongfully arrested, but that's what she just said.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you so much for supporting. That's awesome. You too. Peace. Okay, there's that state trooper over there. I guess he's on. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, he's gonna drive away. Run! And I can't even believe they don't know the law. They work for Pennsylvania State.
That doesn't matter. They're all the same. They're all the same.
And don't know our constitutional rights when they swore an oath to uphold them?
Well, you just saw the guy's face when he was explained. he got explained to the other cop. They had to wait till someone who knew the Constitution could come in and tell them what's right and wrong.
How can they do that? Oh my gosh, how much time is this taking? This is what I mean. It seems like police have way too much time on their hands.
They do. We're wasting millions and millions and hundreds of millions of dollars a year on having this system of randomly roving cop. It's a huge mistake. It's a huge misstep in our money. They're spending all of our money on nonsense.
Like,
did you need 2 cops there to talk to this girl with a camera?
I'm here with a camera, not a gun. This guy is telling everybody that it's closed. He's refusing service at the Lehigh Valley Driver's License Center.
He can do that. So he's out there crying. She's filming, so he's blaming her for her using her rights. And so he's going to use the only authority he has to shut down the business.
Here we go. What am I supposed to do? Hopefully the, oh no, here he comes. Let's see.
They're such douchebags.
So it's happening.
And look at him with his fingers and his face all crunched up. Look at him.
So it's happening. Are you not talking to me or? Huh? Okay.
That trooper will answer your questions.
10 years later. Like, this is what I don't understand. Why can't they just Google it? Is public photography allowed? Yes, it is. End of story. $500 years later, we find out what's going on. Okay.
We're good. We're good.
Is that it?
Now that's the service she gets. If they don't get to arrest you or charge you, they pretend like you don't exist.
Okay.
Yep. That's what he said.
Hi, well, thank you. Stay safe.
So now, they never identified. Did she ever ask her name and badge number? I never heard it.
And you know what? I go back in.
So now listen to what she says here. This is such a sweet person.
I don't feel like dealing with this dude.
So she's leaving so that these people can get their processes done. If she leaves, then this a-hole will open back up the DMV. So Riot Girl is literally sacrificing her own right so that other people can get their services done, which there's a slippery slope there. We have to be willing to violate other people's comfortability to stand on our rights. However, she showed us what's going on. She did the job that is necessary for us to see what's happening. So she did her job. She did everything that was required of her as a citizen to do.
So he's educated on the law. That's good enough for me. I don't want to stop business anymore because this jerk-off decided to stop it over a camera.
She can still follow him and film him, though. She doesn't have to let him walk away like that.
And now he learned the law, and he knows that filming in public is legal. Now I bounce.